Hello friends. So after a brief while I'm doing an English video and it is on the concept of Orion constellation. So there are many mythologies and stories associated with it. So Orion's belt, for example, is near this kidney area and it points to many stars, and there is an important star called Sirius which is near this Orion's belt, and Orion is also considered the the gate of human, the birth of human. So this is the Orion constellation, and I will also talk briefly about a movie called Three Idiots. So in the Three Idiots, there are several scenes which actually are directly related to Orion. To start with, the name itself, Three Idiots, is nothing but the three stars of the Orion belt. So as I was saying, this Orion's belt, three stars, and these are actually aligned to the three pyramids of Egypt. And see, you can see the sun, Ra god, coming on the boat. This is also there in Petco too. Okay. There is flood here, and Orion was Orion or Sirius. So Sirius and flooding of the Nile. So this was an important marker. Every year in the August, the constellation Orion returns to the northern hemisphere. Brightest star in our sky after the sun, the star Sirius. So as you can clearly see, this is the Orion's belt, and it bearing the brightest star in our sky, the sun star Sirius. So Sirius rises before the sun around this July-August time. Heliacal rising of Sirius each year in mid-August was a signal of ancient Egypt about the flooding. And this actually plays out in many mythologies. In fact, the Indian god Krishna, the Hindu god, he was also taken on. I'll just show you the exact picture. Yeah, this is the picture. So as you can see, in the flood waters, his father was taking him. His father was taking him in his basket. This blue god Krishna. So blue is also one of the colors associated with Ardra, Shiva. So you can see this here. Even Shiva, the dancing Shiva, he is also the cosmic dancer. So Bellatrix, Rigel, Betelgeuse, Procyon, and Sirius. Sirius is here. They're all directly related to the Orion. And if you read the story of Orion, you can see that he fell in love with Merope on the island of Chios and won her hand riding an island of wild animals. So in the Three Idiots movie, one of the friends, Three Idiots are three friends. So one of the friend is actually wildlife photographer. This guy, he becomes a wildlife photographer. He's a photographer in the movie, and that too wildlife photographer. See, he wrote his, and he goes to Hungary. See, 5 years ago, he wrote this for his wildlife photographer. And Orion is about wild animals. And he loses his sight, but when he faces the direction of rising sun, he regains his sight. So in the movie, actually, at the time of rising sun, this person called Sahasra Buddhi. I will tell you the meaning of this man's name. He is the director or the dean of the institute. He gives away his pen to the best student. So my director said, when you find an extraordinary student, give this pen. So his name is Sahasra Buddhi in the movie. So Sahasra Buddhi actually means thousand headed. And who is thousand headed? A person with thousand eyes. Okay, so he's like Zeus or Indra. And during the flood time, that is July, August, he gives away his power to Krishna or the sun. Okay, that is one connection. Not only that, this movie has all about urinating, and Orion means urine. So the word Orion itself, it means urine. Heaven's light as well as urine. And in Three Idiots movie, so in the movie, they actually do a lot of urinating scenes. In fact, this guy threatens that if you don't come out, I mean, he threatens the hero protagonist, Amir. Amir also means, I think, light or something like that. He tells him that if you don't come out of the hostel room, I will urinate on in front of your house, in front of your room. That's also one of the key words, urine. And also this movie is all about birthing and also joining and all that. So in fact, see, so that is also there. Mighty Hunter zygote. So in fact, the movie starts with the scene of birthing. This scene. Sperms trying to reach, race and trying to fertilize the egg. That is the first scene of the movie. Okay. That's also there. Mighty Hunter zygote. Conjunction of sperm and egg cells. And this zygote grows into the child. And another one is algebra. In fact, Three Idiots is all about mathematics. So they actually study engineering. So there are a lot of algebra, mathematics, that stuff. See this scene. See? All algebraic equations. And what is Orion? Orion is also algebra, the gigantic. Also joint. In this movie, a lot of death scenes are there. Suicides. Two people commit suicide. One person tries to commit suicide. He breaks his legs and neck. And Shiva is also god of death. In fact, Orion was killed by a scorpion sting. When the scorpion comes, Orion flies to the end of Earth. That's also there in this movie. This guy commits suicide. This guy. He hangs himself to death. And one of the three idiots, he jumps from the building. He tries to commit suicide, but he doesn't die. So this movie explores the themes of suicide, deaths and all that. Why students commit suicide. See Taurus head, 3 stars pointing towards this. This is one theme. So urinating, zygote, birthing children, flooding waters, magi. When Jesus was born, after I think 50 or 60 days, uh, magi came. So all that is related to this constellation Orion, and which has Sirius, and Sirius is the star, brightest star in the sky. Orion was course prominent, especially on the square zodiac of Dendera, as Horus in a boat surmounted by stars, followed by Sirius, also in a boat, around 3285 BC. He was also known as Sahu. So there is a Hindi movie called Saho. He becomes the, it looks like again Nataraj engineering, and he is a underworld gangster. He becomes the kingpin or king. In this movie also these themes are there. Saho, Prabhas has acted. Prabhas means dawn or sunrise. So Sirius rises before the sun. It's called heliacal rising. Around this time only, July, August. So same Prabhas is acting in a new movie called Radhe Shyam, and see again flood waters are there and full brightness. So this is again Sirius or Orion theme, and it is also related to flooding, and it is also related to the new age or new dawn. Prabhas mean he is the eighth Manu. Eighth Manu means the person who is born. Prabhasa means dawn, sunrise. Saha, Sahu, Sahasra Lochana, thousand eyed, or the crown chakra. So this is the crown chakra. It is called thousand petal lotus. That's also Sahasrara. Sahas, Saha, Shiva. So I'll give this link in the description. You guys can read it. There are a lot of themes, and I think Three Idiots is also made in English, but I don't know, Three Idiotas or something. Okay, friends.